Hello, Really Rubbish Racing fans. Welcome to the Really Rubbish Racing Touring Car Championship Season 2. This is Event 2, Rounds 3 and 4. We're at Brands Hatch. This is Race 3, the first of the two. I am Alex. I am here with Adam.
Hello.
Hello, Adam. No Pete today. He is hungover or something. Anyway, there's the calendar. As I said, Rounds 3 and 4, Brands Hatch. Adam, there it is. Take us round.
Yeah, so thanks Alex. Today we are at the famous Brands Hatch circuit in Kent, England. It's a classic Grand Prix circuit full of elevation changes and blind crests, which is laid out around a natural bowl. It's first used as a dirt track motorcycle circuit, and the name of the circuit is actually believed to have come from the Gaelic Brands Hatch. Bron meaning wooden slope, obviously, we all know that, and hatch meaning forest entrance.
Wow, there's some stats and facts I never knew. Very good. Here's the Drivers' Championship standings, just to refresh. Player 1 really schooling everyone else at the moment. Very close between their two drivers. And the cars are out practicing at the moment. We have one new addition this week. Here's Tommy WTF1 in his bright orange Seat Leon, Peachy B Grand Prix machine, number 33. Several time race winner in other Really Rubbish Racing series, although he's still getting a handle on that Seat by the looks of things. How do you reckon he'll go?
I think, well, he showed some good pace in practice. Hopefully he can continue that through.
Yeah, he was top of the timesheets in one of the practice sessions.
Surprised himself.
He did surprise himself. Here we have Race Pro in his special 150th race livery. His 150th race is actually the fourth round, but obviously can't paint it between rounds. That would be impossible. So,
indeed.
So he's wearing it for both of them. There he is, going into Druids. Anyway, here we have the pole lap. On board with Ollie K in the Blair 1 Seat, and this is the Brands Hatch circuit coming into the first corner here. Paddock Hill bend, sort of steady right, drops into a dip, really unsettles the car, uphill into Druids hairpin, slow constant radius. The racing line actually takes you on the inside there through Graham Hill. Tricky, easy to go wide on the exit, but there's a fair bit of curbing and runoff. Then into Surtees and McLaren, a quick left right over the curb, over a bump. Really easy to lose it there. We've been seeing cars lose it all the time in practice. Ollie getting it right though, as ever, and then staying to the right to get the shortest run possible to the line. And that was his pole lap. And we'll see the full rundown of the qualifying times. There we go. As you can see, 49.798 for Ollie. A smidge ahead of Jay Coops there. Those two are going to be very close. Flavery and Smithy third and fourth. First of the power cars, AJOK, 0.4 seconds behind. Blairy not doing quite so well this time out, only sixth for him. Dan Thorne putting his Alpha on 7th, very good. Buko in 8th. Race Pro, after a brilliant second race in Imola, he's 9th on the grid here. Shouty, just under a second behind in 10th. And PY James and Lynn, 12th and 11th. Designer Swoop 13th, Mr. Flobberdob 14th, Tommy qualifying 15th in his first race. By Junior 16th. Bringing up the field, Master and Wolf just a couple of seconds behind. Don Matteo and Kovamalia in his lean green machine.
That is a large grid.
It is the largest grid we've had.
It's great to see.
And we wait for them to line up to the grid. Got any picks for the race, Adam?
Oh, it's got to be one of the One of the Blair ones for me. That's who I'm
One
going
of the Blair
for.
ones.
Yeah.
1st and 6th on the grid. And there is the grid. They are off.
Oh.
First for 30 laps, 25 minutes. Oh, we've been suffering here from lag all weekend. Hopefully it won't ruin the race too much. And that's his Shouty going wide there. And one of the offenders' cars taken to the inside curb. We've not seen that before.
Oh, messy start.
Yes, lag playing havoc on the first lap through Druids there.
Oh,
there's
dear.
Lynn. Number 64. Been shoved off at Graham Hill Bend. Always a busy first lap here, the lap's so short. So, Ollie has lost his first place to Jay Coops, I believe. So Jay Coops getting a great start there in the in his Chevrolet. And we have a new feature for this week. All the positions laid out for you so you can see who is where. I don't think this has ever been done in motorsport before.
No, this is a revolutionary idea. Pushing the boundaries.
Oh, talking about pushing. There's some pushing going on there. Designer Soup and Shouty getting all crossed up at Druids. And,
oh, this is
very messy first couple of laps.
A bit bargy. But it is touring cars.
It is. It is to be expected. And Dan pushing Race Pro there up.
Oh,
and there is Dan. Oh dear. 2nd weekend in a row, he's thrown that Alpha into the barriers. Looks to be still working though this time.
Yeah. He's running up quite an expensive bill, I probably think.
And there we see what happened. Got wide through those bumps through Surtees and McLaren, as we were saying earlier. Oh, and his sometime Independables teammate Tommy has followed him in there. Not a great debut for him in the series. Anyway, back to the live action. Who have we got here? Blairy, 5th, behind battling AJK and Smithy. Oh, Smithy getting a little bit sideways. And AJK getting sideways too. Didn't quite see what happened there from that view. Cover Miley off at Graham Hill. I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty of that this race. So a replay of Smithy's incident. What's happened here then, Adam?
So I think what happened is Smithy got a little bit leery on, is it McLaren? I think McLaren and Surtees, and slowed down a little bit, and AJK couldn't react quick enough and helped him round, it seems. But
no, and nose to tail there, weren't they? Oh, the Flavoury as well going off.
Oh dear.
So it's quite a few of the faster guys have dropped a few positions there. So we're gonna see some storms through the field now. Dan Thorne pitted after his incident, and he's back out on track, probably a lap down by now.
So Bukoy's benefited from this, up into 3rd. Just ahead of Blairy, as you can see on the lovely graphic on the left hand side.
That's wonderful, isn't it?
Followed by AJOK, Bike Junior, yeah. Pike James, Smithy, Flavoury and Shouty rounds out the top 10 with 5 laps.
Bukoy a bit wide there through Druids. He's held on to it though.
Yeah, Blairy looks quick.
Yes, it's as good as Bukoy is. I can't see him keeping Blairy behind for too long.
But Blairy's got to be wary. Oh, Blairy's got to be wary. Not anymore. He's and that's AJK past his teammate as well, I think.
Says the power teammates now swapped positions again.
So Pete's lost. Bukoy's even lost 2 positions there, unfortunately.
Oh, nearly swiping the back of his teammate there into Druids. Got it slowed down just in time. But yes, Bukoy getting a bit leery through McLaren and Surtees, and it's unfortunately dropped him down a couple of places. We return to Smithy now, behind the battling by Junior and PY James.
Nice move there.
I would say it was clean, but lag interfered. It was about as filthy as you could get between 2 cars.
And there's Smithy up the inside. A sliding by Junior. Put down to 8.
I'm sure that was around the outside.
Yes, it was actually. And now Bike Junior's down to 9th. Oh dear.
Cavamaglia in the gravel again. I have to wonder if he's read the track notes. You got to stay on the grey bit, Cavamaglia.
It's just quite a frantic start. There's action everywhere. Look. Oh no.
And PY James into the wall, where we've seen so many cars into the wall, but he's kept it going. He's still there in the background, but that's let Flavoury Rug by Junior and a hard charging Smithy back through.
So Bike Junior's got past. Oh no, he's held that position too.
Flavoury using all of the track limits and more there. The stewards should really be cracking down on that. Although what Brands Hatch should really do is just get rid of all that green concrete on the outside of Paddock Hill, replace it with gravel and lava, and let everyone get on with it.
Lap 8.
Cavamaglia off in the wall again. And did you correctly say lap 8? I'm assuming it's going to be followed by lap 9 as we followed by Junior through down the start finish straight. Indeed, lap 9. The magic of numbers. Carol Vorderman would be proud. Great battle here between race winner Flavoury Rug and still relative newcomer to the club by Junior. Holding his own, it's let PY James catch on to the back of all of them. We'll see PY James a victor last time out at Imola, so he's a bit further down the field this time round. The Scirocco not suiting Brands Hatch quite as well.
Yeah, it's a great result last time out. Surprised everybody, including himself probably.
I think he was the most surprised of anyone. But he does have a history of touring car wins in the club. Oh, and this is AJOK in the wall at, where are we? Paddock Hill Bend, first corner.
Oh, what happened there?
Now he was 4th behind Blairy, so whether Blairy doesn't seem to be there, whether they've had it coming together or not.
Oh, neither does the front part of his car doesn't seem to be there either.
No. Here we have a replay. Oh, unfortunate lag attack there.
Oh no. You hate to see that.
You do. The bane of sim racing existence. Blairy's car comes to a complete standstill. AJOK's morphs through it and gets thrown. Tommy WTF1 in the pits. Retiring by the looks of it. Must have had more damage than we first thought from earlier.
Ooh.
And here we have the battle for 11th. Designer Soup. Very good first outing. Is rookie in the club. He did very, very well at Imola to get a couple of... Was it a couple of points or a single point?
I'm not sure, can't remember. I haven't got those stats in front of me, but he did very well on his first outing.
Yeah, he's second. He's certainly second in the Independence Championship. battling here with Lynn. Oh, P.Y. James taking no prisoners. He's making the move on Flavoury Rug for 6th. Don't think he'll make it stick though, he's falling behind.
Yeah, that Chevrolet's good on the straights. And that's not going to help.
Oh.
Oh my
That definitely is.
God.
That was a big hit there at Paddock Hill Bend. Caused the car to fly over the uneven edge of the circuit there.
I
don't think we'll be seeing that.
Yeah, I was just about to say it didn't look like any damage, but then the front end of that car is definitely damaged.
I have to wonder whether his skeleton is still in one piece after that. That was a heavy hit. We're not going to see that car again for the rest of the race, I feel. Just got wide and into the first corner there on the grass. Very slippy.
You're right there, Alex.
Battle for first. We haven't seen this yet. There's been so much action elsewhere.
Yeah.
Pole sitter Ollie K trailing Jay Coops in the Javery Chevrolet there. Nice green highlights on that. These two barely 3 or 4 car lengths between them. It's been that way for all 13 laps. I'm sure it'll be not dissimilar for the remaining whatever 30 minus 13 is.
Yeah.
Making Carol Vorderman less proud now. Who's this? That looks like Dan Thorne's Alfa Romeo to me. Off the track round the back of the pit lane there.
Doesn't look to be going anywhere.
Might want to put the handbrake on though. Otherwise he'll find himself back down on the circuit. Has he got it going again? Nope, I think he's decided to retire. He must have. He was in the pits earlier after that. After that crash he had.
Yeah, that's
through this very corner actually.
Yeah, I caught up with Dan earlier in the week, and he's actually been plagued with a few issues, but it's not actually been his car. It's he told me in the strictest confidence that he's had a bit of a rash on his knees. Not sure how he got a rash on his knees, but it gives him quite some trouble when he's putting his race suit on. So maybe that's causing him a bit too much chafing or something. He's had to retire. Put some moisturiser on or something. I'm not sure.
A knee rash. That's. I think that's the first we've heard of that.
Yeah, it's a strange one, but.
Here we have Flavoury Rug still pursuing By Junior, having a really good battle here. You caught up with By Junior as well, the not Welshman in his second season of Really Rubbish Racing. What did he say his chances were?
Well, a resident Welshman getting By Junior, as he thought he's got a smashing chance at some good results this weekend. He's really enjoying his BMW and thinks that it suits the track quite well. He's really got some good power in that car. That's what he said. I just put it in his accent because that's.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, that wasn't him speaking. That was me.
No.
Yeah.
I thought you were sort of half Welsh for a moment there.
Yeah. It's very convincing.
It was. I thought I was in the same room with a genuine Welshman for a moment. He briefly lost the place there to Flavoury through Druids, but he's held on to it. He's doing very well here. Flavoury's one of the best drivers in the club.
This has been going on for best part of 10 laps or something, I think.
Meanwhile, his teammate still up in the lead. Seems to have dropped Ollie K a little bit. Where is Ollie K? Oh dear. That's the battle we were just talking about. Seems to have...
Oh no.
And Covermalia joining in just because. He saw a chance to
not?
throw the car in the gravel and he went for it.
Yeah, that gap. Yeah, it's definitely extended.
Not sure if Ollie K's had a problem, but he's dropped 2 or 3 seconds behind now. He's only got 12 laps left.
13.
Yes.
Carol won't be happy.
No. It's alright, she won't be listening.
No. I think the new one from Countdown is listening though.
Is she?
What's her name?
Dunno. Blonde one.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, we digress. Here is AJOK coming around to complete his, what I guess is his 17th lap. And the incident between Flavoury Rug and By Junior has dropped them down behind him, so surely he'll be having trouble steering that car around corners and will be caught quite quickly by the 2 hard chargers behind him.
Yeah, you'd think so.
In fact, it's already happening, you can see there. And if he holds them up, we might well have Designer Soup in his Opel Astra joining in, because there he is going through shot, not far behind. Here's a replay of what happened between these two. Oh, Flavoury getting on the power a little earlier than By Junior through Paddock Hill there.
Yeah, I think Bike Junior was just a little bit unsettled over that little bump that you get, and Flavoury had nowhere to go.
Yeah, the back end of his Beamer not behaving.
There's Lynn running with his lights on, not close behind another driver, so I'm not sure who he's distracting apart from himself.
Yeah. No one else in shot near enough. He's running 11th so far, just out of the points and just behind this battle for these 4 cars, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. They'll fight tooth and nail for the final point position, I'm sure.
Yeah, Designer Soup's doing well again in the points, yet again. If he can hold 10th place, anyway.
He's had a couple of little scrapes this race, but other than that, he's been putting in consistent lap times, not too far off the ultimate pace. Oh, Flavoury using a lot of runoff there.
Needs to make sure he doesn't get a penalty from that.
Unfortunately, this race actually taking place a week before the British Touring Car opener here, and they'd not yet installed the pressure pads on the exit of the bends with the link to the CCTV, so these drivers are getting away with all sorts of mischief, and that's put paid to By Junior's battle with Flavoury. He's thrown it away through McLaren, as we've seen so many cars do. That's a shame. He was running very well to keep Flavoury behind him.
Yeah, it's a really tricky corner, that. Off camber, 2 quick changes of direction, and in these cars you need to brake in a straight line, and it's pretty difficult to get right at the best of times.
I'd say near enough impossible to brake in a straight line through there, but I don't think there's been a single driver that hasn't at least put a couple of wheels on the grass. And that's Lynn. Lynn with no bonnet and in his garage.
Oh.
Don Matteo losing it on the exit of Clearways. We've not seen anyone go off there yet.
That is a rare one.
He's struggling to get it back onto the tarmac as well. There we go. Well done. Well done, Don Matteo. Now a couple of laps down in his Toyota and really not enjoying this weekend.
So AJOK is still holding 7th position, and Flavoury doesn't seem to be gaining a massive advantage, even though AJOK's not really got a front end of a car.
No, everything forward from the front axle is mostly not there.
Yeah.
But bearing in mind there was a BMW between them a couple of laps ago, so the distance between them is probably not all that different. Flavoury's tyres chucking out a lot of tyre smoke here. We've been hearing that tyre wear has been a real issue and the tyres are barely lasting the length of the race.
Well, you've got so many. The corners come up so quick on this short track. 40 something second lap. They're bound to get one.
Yeah, the best laps here just dipping into the 49s. Not even a minute long.
Yeah, it's a great circuit. The circuit's steeped in motorsport history, held many motorsport moments over the past few decades. You know, from the crowd cheering "Hunt, Hunt, Hunt" at the 1976 Grand Prix.
Are you sure that's what they were shouting?
I think so, but I wasn't there, so I was born a few years later than that. So, Nigel Mansell took his first F1 win here, 1985, and of course
the European Grand Prix.
Yeah, and of course, most famously, it held the first event of the Formula R Festival just a couple of months ago. So it's got a great history.
That was a monumental race. That was a real first for the motorsport world.
Yeah, the Javery drivers took a win each, I think. So it's got a great history. Drivers certainly love it. Everyone's favourite Austrian driver, Gerhard Berger, once said that Brands Hatch is the greatest circuit in the world. And our very own Pete Walker, who's actually unfortunately hungover today and in bed probably, crying a little bit, who's everyone's favourite bearded man, once commented that it's so good it gives me a lob on just thinking about it.
Well, that's praise if I ever heard it.
Yeah. So yeah, great
High
circuit.
praise indeed. Yes. Also hosts this circuit hosts a lot of Gran Turismo 6 karting events. Not sure why. I mean, it's never been a karting circuit. It is short, but
it's not that short.
No. Designer Soup there, just rejoining the track. I think we saw a car in the background of the last shot heading into the wall at McLaren, as many cars have done. So let's assume that it was him. And is that... Oh
no.
He's made the same mistake as P.Y. James earlier through Paddock Hill Bend, going a bit too wide on entry, affording no grip to the tyres.
That's a
That'll
shame.
be him out of the points. Still, their car seems to be drivable and going in the correct direction.
Oh, bit of flying there.
Yeah, they're actually controlling the powers of space and time and pausing briefly mid-flight.
And a cone for extra points.
Yeah. Not real championship points though, just... There's another car off in the background.
But look at this gap now. We've got... the gap's definitely come down with Ollie K chasing hard against Jay Coops. 3 laps to go, going to be 2 laps to go in a few seconds.
Over the rise into Paddock Hill Bend, Ollie K has certainly caught up. He's been putting in some blistering laps. Although,
Yeah,
funnily
must have
enough, the fastest lap of the race so far, if I just look down my timing screens, has been AJOK with a 50.416. That must have been before he lost his front end of his car. Speaking of which, he's just ahead of this battle now, so whether he'll come into play being lapped...
Yeah, traffic can be such a problem with this very short track.
Look at this, Ollie K is caught right up. Whether Jay Coops is struggling with tyre wear, we saw his teammate earlier, his tyres throwing out a lot of smoke.
Yeah, the Chevrolet's quite harsh on tyres, and especially at this circuit, that's just going to double that.
Last lap now. Barely 5 or 6 corners left as they come into Druids.
This is
Ollie
great.
taking a wider line, a tighter exit. Don't think they're quite going to catch up to the car ahead. Well, it'll be distracting for Jay Coops, certainly. The left through Surtees, the right through McLaren, and is that Jay Coops has gone wide?
Oh
Ollie
God!
K's taken the lead. He's a headlight ahead.
Side by side.
Side by side through the final corner. There's going to be absolutely nothing in this. Oh,
won?
and our time showing Jay Coops by a nose.
Oh my!
Not even a nose.
God.
What a thrilling finish.
That was fantastic.
Wow, what a finish. Ollie K chasing the entire race. I think there we had Blairy coming through in 4th. Bukoy 5th. Here's Smithy grabbing 6th place. What a thrilling finish that was. Two of the fastest drivers.
That must have been intense. Must have been very sweaty inside that cockpit.
Incredibly lovely day here at Brands Hatch, which is unusual. There we have confirmation of the results. Oh, 3 hundredths of a second in that finish.
That's
Jay
quicker
Coops
than
right.
I can flick my fingers.
I think that's quicker than anyone can do anything.
Yeah.
Certainly quicker than a willpower restart, that's for sure. Blairy 3rd there, rounding out the podium.
Race Pro, first of the independents in 6th. That was great. Closest rival 10th. So yeah, great stuff from Race Pro.
Alright, yes, he's not been on camera much, but he's clearly been getting on with it. 6th place, very good. He'll be well placed on the second race grid. Design
Quite a
Suit
few-
just grabbing the final points position there.
Quite a few DNFs, unfortunately.
Yes, we knew that was going to happen. None for tyres though. Shouty, an early disconnect. I don't think we saw that. But as the cars come into the pits, we thank you all for watching. I've been Alex, and he has been Adam.
I have.
We hope to see you again for the 4th round of the championship here at Brands Hatch very, very soon. And I finished talking
There's 10
too
seconds to
early.
go.
Wow.